Welcome down to the media centre. I am going to give you a guided tour in this very exclusive centre where all the journalists set up, where all the press conferences take place. I'm going to show you the cafe, I'm going to show you the big screens, I'm going to show you where they get all of their information from. Let's do this. Nobody normally gets to see this apart, unless you've got media accreditation. Let me show you around. So we are now inside, and this is where the action takes place. Journalists from around the world are based in this very centre, and they are working hard, covering all the content here from Carnoustie. Let me show you some of my favourite places here in the media centre. Now this is a hot seat. This is the interview room, where this room is filled with press when one of the players comes and sits down here and they answer the questions from the press all around the world. And right now there's only a scattering of press, but it's also quite daunting. Imagine all the questions and the cameras and the lights, and the players have to answer as many as they can and get through it. Some of the top players in the world have sat in this very seat answering questions from all press around the world. This is one of the most fascinating rooms in this whole media centre, and one that you'll probably see loads of on TV and through social media as well. Okay, so Dustin Johnson's just arrived in the interview room. We better move on because I want to show you lots more that's going on in this media centre. Right here, you have all the information that the journalists need. Weather, pin sheets, start times, conference interview room times. You've got transcripts from the players when they're actually in the interview rooms. This one's Jordan Spieth, we've got Padraig Harrington, we've got Mr. Tiger Woods. So if you want to know what they said in the interview room, it is all there to use as quotations for the press and for the media. I'll show you a little bit more. So we have been joined now with Peter Dixon, who works for the Open Digital. Peter, tell us how many years you've been coming to the media and the media centre.
Yeah, well, I've been working here for about since the year 2000 now. I used to be the golf correspondent at the Times. I followed John Hopkins, who's pretty well known, pretty famous as a golf writer. I was lucky enough to work with John for many years. When he retired, I then took over him and did that for a few years. So I've seen quite a few Opens now and thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, it's a great job.
And does the media centre change much each year?
Well, that's what's so interesting, really. It's a touch of deja vu, really. You come in here, it's as if you could walk out on Monday or Sunday evening, and then a year later walk back in, and everybody's where they are now.
And what's been some of the momentous occasions you've seen in the media centre? Have you witnessed anything on the big screens that you kind of wish you're out on the golf course to see?
I think there are always times when you wish you're out on the golf course. Looking back, really anything to do with Tiger Woods, you watch Tiger Woods play. Most of us like to go out and watch him when he is playing, and you can see that he's still turning the dial. You know, so he's back here this year. He wasn't here for the last 2 years, and people still want to know, has he still got it? Can he still do it? Can he still play? So it's moments like that really that you really enjoy. One of the downsides of being in the press room, because we have to see what's going on, we have to stay here generally to check, and then there are times, because if you're out on the course 3 miles away and something big happens, you're missing it. So it's best to watch stuff here and then get out and watch what's going on if somebody's having a great round. That's really usually what happens, I think.
My last question, how fast is the internet speed?
Fast enough.
That's all that matters. Peter, thanks for your time, appreciate it, and I'm sure many more years of bringing great journalism to the Open. Thanks so much. So we are now in the cafe. Hey, Eve, enjoying your nice little break? And this place, I must admit, it's after lunch now. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, but this place at lunchtime is packed. The food's been great so far. And we've caught it at a quiet time because honestly, normally this is packed around breakfast, lunch and dinner, and the food is great. So I'm now down at the front row of the media desks. Got the big yellow boards out there, all the practice times for today, but come actual tournament days, that's going to be packed for the leaderboards. And just on the other big TV screens, you've got Dustin Johnson, who's actually just receiving an award in the interview room. But that is live feed from the room that's just over there. You get all the information you want from right here, and these screens are packed full of information when the tournament days are on too. Right, so that's it. You've seen inside the media centre. Hopefully you enjoyed it, but you've not got the right credentials to get in here. Come on, get out, go, and we'll see you next time.